Hey everyone, this is a guitar tutorial for Jericho by Andrew Ripp. Before we begin, please consider subscribing to my channel or give this video a like and comment below on what else you'd like to see in the future. Additionally, if you're interested in any of the gear that you see today, there are links in the description below. Alright, grab your acoustic guitar and a capo and let's get started. Alright, so you'll notice my capo is on the 3rd fret. We're going to be playing in the key of D Mixolydian, so here are the chords you need to know to make this work. D, C, G, B minor, A, and because of a key change, you also have an E chord. Alright, now don't let the key change throw you off. There's only just one additional chord you need to know because the other 2 chords in the sequence are chords we already discussed. So let's break it down. If you don't know how to play these chords, well, here's how you do it. D is just a traditional D chord shape. Your index finger is going to go on the G string, 2nd fret, ring finger, B string, 3rd fret, and your ring finger goes on the high E string, 2nd fret. Strum the D string on down. For C, you could do a traditional C chord shape, but you might see me do a C2 or almost like a G chord, putting my ring finger and pinky on the B and high E strings, 3rd fret, middle finger on the A string, 3rd fret as well, but my D string is covered by my index finger, 2nd fret. And I strum everything except the low E. Now again, like I said, you can still do the traditional C chord shape, index finger, B string, 1st fret, middle finger, D string, 2nd fret, ring finger, 3rd fret on the A string. Again, don't strum the low E for this. For G, you're going to put your ring finger and pinky back again on the high E and B strings, 3rd fret. Reach that middle finger all the way to the top, low E string, and index finger A string, 2nd fret. This time you get to strum everything. Now for B minor, you can go with the traditional B minor chord, but I'm going to try to avoid that because I want a fuller sound. So I'm going to bar the entire 2nd fret except the low E string. So the A string on down, just smush them all down. I'm going to put my middle finger on the B string, 3rd fret, and then the ring finger and pinky go on the 4th fret for the D and G strings. And for E, it's just a traditional E chord shape, index finger, G string, 1st fret, middle finger and ring finger in the 2nd fret covering the A and D strings. This time again, you get to strum everything. Last but not least, there is an A chord. Put your index finger on the D string, 2nd fret, and then try to fit your middle finger and ring finger on the 2nd fret as well, covering the G and B strings. This time you have to avoid the low E string, but you get to strum everything else. You could also bar that if that's easier for you. Alright, strumming pattern is pretty easy. You come in on the first chorus and it goes something like this. So really just a 16th note pattern here, down and up, just alternating just like that. If you have trouble with that, we'll break it down after we go through the song. So don't worry, I'm going to put the chords on screen for you, and I'll say the chords as we go along. Here we go.
D, C, G, 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 B minor, G, B minor, C, A, E, D, 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 A.
Well, everyone, I hope that I was able to help you out with that tutorial. One thing to talk about the strumming pattern is it really never changes, so that's a good thing. And I was thinking about, since I'm a guitar teacher, this is a great song for a student that knows several chords and is willing to tackle an entire song and probably get it done within a week or two. So maybe just a caveat if you're a guitar teacher as well. Probably use this song. The other thing I have to mention before I break the strumming pattern down even further is Andrew Ripp is a guy that is in the music industry, and he's been in the industry for a long time. He's just started in the CCM scene just a few years ago, and I believe the album that this song appears on is called Evergreen. It was released in 2020, but I have to say this song sounds great. Although the chords is just very repetitive, it's a really catchy song, and I think he knows what he's doing. So shout out to Andrew Ripp. All right, let's talk about that strumming pattern again. We're going to go back to the original key, D, C, G, and let's just use those chords and break that strumming pattern down just really slowly, so that if you're struggling with that, we're going to start with down and then going up and down again. So just repeating that over and over again, starting on a D chord. Even slower. You might notice that I'm accenting the downbeat just a little bit to help you out, and you don't have to do that. Also, don't get caught up with the up strum, that it has to be equal to the down strum sound. Not necessarily. It's just to add filler. And there was a comment that was made when Tom Petty passed away just a few years ago, that when he added the acoustic guitar during a chorus section, it added to the mix of the song so well, and it made it sound so much fuller. This is a great case in point when it comes to this song, because I believe this is exactly what's happening. You don't really hear the acoustic until the bigger parts of the song, and there are certain parts where it completely drops out and doesn't exist, at least for the first verse. So just keep that in mind. Never overplay, and always remember where your part lies within the song. Well, guys, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button as well, and comment below on what else you'd like to see in the future. I appreciate your support. Have a great week. God bless.